All right, joining me now is Anne to tell us what this place is all about.
Yeah, basically we are a wildlife rehabilitation center, as obvious from our name. We do take in injured and orphaned wildlife, and we have animal care coordinator Tiffany, who oversees the animal care team, who, depending upon their injuries, will treat their injury. That red-tailed hawk that you saw came in, wasn't flying and was starving, and because it's so weak it has to be tube fed, and that's one technique that Tiffany uses to get the strength and nutrition back in the animal so that we can release it back into the wild where they belong.
And I have been here before, and I know there's a lot, you guys take a lot of pride in trying to minimize the contact between humans for the animals.
Yes, that's correct. Because they are a wild animal, we want to keep them as wild as possible. So we very much limited the amount of human contact they have. At times we wear what we call ghost up. We wear ghillie suits or whatever to prevent the animal from actually seeing that it is a human being, because there's some animals that are more susceptible to associating food with humans, and we don't want that, because then if they are released, they're just going back to human, and that's not fair to the animal.
Now, how do some of the animals end up coming into your care?
Most come in from concerned citizens who find these animals that are injured or orphaned, and they phone saying, what do we do? So we try and first of all educate the people, saying, leave it alone, see if, the parents come back, or making sure that the injury is legitimate. And then if not, then we are volunteer based. We have about 75 committed volunteers to the organization that will come in and rescue the animal and drive it into our center, or sometimes the public will actually drive them in for us too, which helps us out immensely.
So why is a center like this so important?
It's so important because, we're here partly because of the human and the wildlife. We are encroaching on the wildlife natural habitat, so we are having more contact with wildlife, and some wildlife have trouble adapting to, the encroachment of human beings. So we're here to, animals get hit by a car, that's actually humans' fault. So we try and fix the animals so that they can go back into the wildlife. And this year we actually have patients, animal patients I'm speaking of, are 20% higher than what they were last year.
Wow.
So far. So we are getting more and more animals coming in, and they actually need to be fed. So we require generous people to donate to feed these animals as well.
Cool. So coming up in the show, we're going to take an entertaining tour. I'm jazzed about it. But before that, we're going to go to entertainment with Tracy Koga. See you in a bit.